That nigga got the smallest feet I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, you see niggas with small feet like that, yeah? How do you not fall over? I feel like if I stand still, I would fall over if I had feet like that, blood. If I had feet like that, blood, the littlest piece of strong wind could just make you fall over and tip over. Like, true say if you stand straight, yeah, someone gives you like a little push, you'll just fall on your face, blood. Like, cause those feet ain't saving nothing, fam. It's your boy LilMan, you know what I'm saying? LilMan, LilMan, talk them, got reaction, you know what I'm trying to say, fam? Guys, listen here, people, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, yo, man just came back from gym, you get it? And man was sitting there for ages, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, people, I was sitting there for about an hour, fam, like, just scrolling through Uber Eats, fam, trying to look for something to eat because man didn't eat all day, fam. Like, man didn't even eat before the gym, which I wouldn't recommend, by the way. Like, don't get it twisted, man had a good workout, yeah, but like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's not even a good idea because usually, if I don't eat before the gym, I feel dizzy. But for some reason, man just weren't hungry, so man didn't eat before the gym. But anyway, though, people, I was sitting there scrolling through Uber Eats, looking for something to eat, you get it? Because your boy don't cook. I was watching Tekka's Kid, you get it? I was watching Tekka's Kid, shout out to Tekka's Kid. And I was just thinking in my head, like, raw, like, what am I doing, fam? Like, I swear I need to record for you, like, yeah, like, you know what, fam? Like, I raw forgot about you, fam. Like, yeah, like, I raw forgot about you. Like, how do you feel, fam? Man thought about my belly before I thought about you, fam. Like, how do you actually feel? Like, you know how sad that is, fam? Like, I thought about my long belly before you. Nah, that's dead. But anyway, though, people, yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're trying to get 10K subscribers before the end of the year. Guys, in today's video, we are reacting to the 4-year stretch that killed rap. So basically, yeah, what I'm trying to gauge from this title is that basically we all know back in 2017, 2018, that was like the peak of music when it comes to UK music, American music, just music in general. Like, yo, that was the peak of music, I feel like. Well, for us young heads as well, I don't know about the older generation. The older generation might think like a next time group was better, but for us younger generation people, yeah, I feel like, yo, 2018 was like the last good year of music or the highlight of music. However, music's got a little bit dingus. I'm not gonna lie. Within the past 4 years, yeah, music has got a little bit dingus, fam. And yo, I wanna know, yeah, why that happened. So that's why we are watching this video, people. Why did music get so dead within the past 4 years, people? Yeah, man, hit that subscribe and hit that like button. I don't want to do too much talking. I ain't trying to make this intro long. Let's get straight into the video, man.
I just got a call. It should be noted.
Boom,
says, I just got a call. It should be noted, many record labels have deprioritized signing rappers. The focus is now African music and Latin music. Rappers better stop being boring and talking about the same over and over, chasing TikTok's success in comment sections. What Ebro is saying is the obvious.
Understand, TikTok has...
Oh, bro said rappers are chasing TikTok clout rather than making good music. That's actually true. And apparently Afro and Latin music is taking over. That is true. Listen, yeah, I can't listen. Listen, yeah, I'm not saying that I stopped going clubbing for this reason, fam, but yo, I'll be so real. Every time man goes to the club, yeah, all I hear is Afro beats, bro. Like, no bullshit. All I hear is Afro beats. Like, don't get it twisted. Man loves my African brothers. You get it? Shout out to all my African brothers. But fam, man ain't trying to hear whole heap of Afro beats for the whole night. Why lie, fam? And don't get it twisted. Man loves my African brothers and man loves my Afro beats. But yo, man ain't trying to hear Afro beats the whole night, fam. Because back in the day, blood, you would barely even hear an Afro beat, blood. All night bashment, you get it? Obviously, your boy's Jamaican, so man likes that, you get me? But fam, all night Afro beats every time man goes to the club, fam. And that's why I had to stop going, fam. I can't lie. Like, I'm just gonna admit it, that's why I stopped going, fam. Like, man ain't trying to hear Afro beats the whole night, bro. Man ain't trying to hear flipping Burna Boy and that and see all the things like foot stepping and doing the guara guara and thing. No, blood. Like, fam, me want to hear Vibes Cartel and me want to see the girl broke out and broke out and broke out. Like, nah, that's so much less. That's so much less. But anyway, nah, like, that's why I had to start going to the Yardisha Beans, fam, called blood. All I hear is Afro beats, fam. Like, yo, shout out to all my African brothers, man. You lot are taking over this thing, you get it? I'm proud of yous, man. I'm proud of yous, you get it?
Doing everything. Because an artist know the song that blow up on TikTok is not their best song, but they start putting all their energy into that song, and it's only relevant for 5 seconds on TikTok.
All of you are unoriginal. Every one of y'all is making the same thing. It's no new ideas, no new concept, it's no new sound. It's the same. It's all the same.
They using the same ad-libs, bro.
A lot of them just be posting throwaways. They be songs like they can just hold on to and do better.
Bro, Drake, Cole, and Kendrick like 40, and we have nobody in sight to even fill the gap or the mold. It looks like we just have a bunch of A-tier rappers, and it's everybody else who they just get a club hit for like a couple of months and move on.
We don't really identify with the artist no more. Like Ice will be, Ice will say somebody artist. I'd be like, who the fuck is that? Ice will be like, you know who he is. Ice will play 3 or 4 songs. I'd be like, oh, that's who made that? Whereas before, when we was coming up, we identified with an artist.
Now, take a guess who's falling off right now. Not a particular artist. I'm talking about the music industry.
Yeah, music's over.
It's over.
Streaming, bro. It's over with. But I with it, you know what I mean? It's cool. I get it, but like, it's over with.
Most artists or most new artists, at least in hip hop, they're being made by TikTok.
Facts, man. I never used to think this was a bad thing that like rappers made their name on TikTok, but it actually is starting to become a bad thing, fam. Like I'll be so honest, fam. Like, guys, who's the next Drake? Like, who is actually the next Drake, fam? Like, I'll be so real. Do you want me to be honest? Yeah, one of the only rappers here, and I'm not being biased because I'm from the UK, innit? But one of the only rappers that I think utilized TikTok the best was Central C, bro. I'll be so honest, because I don't even associate Central C with TikTok no more. I'll be real, when Central C first came out, I just thought he was a TikTok rapper, why lie? But like, man, like, the way how he's done it is like mad still. Like, he's almost like separated himself from TikTok, you feel what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man, people, let me know in the comments below, yeah, what you think. Do you think, yeah, that TikTok's killing rappers, fam? Car, I kind of hear it, man. I can't lie, I kind of do hear it, fam.
Everything that goes up must come down, and hip-hop is no exception to this rule. In the present day, it's extremely obvious that hip-hop is a shell of its former glory. There are fewer and fewer huge records, albums aren't hitting the way they used to, and fans are losing interest. For the past 6 months, all types of videos have been uploaded talking about how the genre is dying and listing various theories for why this is happening.
It is, man, it is dying.
This isn't the first time people have felt this way about the trajectory of the genre, but this time it really might be true. But in order to get to the root cause of the situation current hip hop is facing, we have to look at the years that have led us here.
Don't get it twisted, yeah. You see Sexy Red? She's a baddie, fam. I can't lie, fam. She's a baddie, but yo, who is her fans, fam? Like, who actually is listening to Sexy Blood Clot Red, fam? Like, who is her fans, bro? Like, bro, there's certain rappers here where, like, I don't get it, bruv. Like, what did their fans look like? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what did their fans actually look like, blood? You know what I'm trying to say, fam? Like, yo, blood, like, who's listening to Sexy Red, fam? Anyhow, yeah, I'm in the car, yeah, and someone turns around to me and says, yo, put on that new Sexy Red. I'm gonna be like, blood, you're making me see red. You're making me angry. Get out my car. Like, I'm gonna be so angry. Cause what do you mean put on Sexy Red, fam? Like, no. But anyway, another thing I want to say as well, yeah, is, do you think that streamers, like Twitch streamers and the streamers in general, but mainly Twitch streamers, do you think, yeah, like, they're becoming the new rappers, like the new people that I got like the most influence on the world and making rapper money and thing, like, and like having that almost like that cool like rapper image? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, do you think streamers are taking that spot? Because I think they are, all thanks to Aiden, Russ, Kais and that, you know, Speed, people like that. Like, I feel like they're making like streamers are becoming the new rappers, and let me know what you think about that.
So in this video, we'll take a look at the downward spiral mainstream rap has found itself in over the past 4 years. These videos do take a lot of time to put together, so
bro,
because this was the last normal year the genre had. In 2019, hip-hop was in a good place. There was a wide variety of all different types of artists and songs seeing success, and the fans were engaged with everything. There were a good number of Billboard Top 10 hits, like Suge by DaBaby, Tatiana by Blueface, Ransom by Lil Tecca, Bandit by Juice WRLD and NBA YoungBoy, and the most sold record in the history of music, Old Town Road. Outside of Billboard Top 10,
I didn't know that was the most
there
sold.
were plenty of other huge records that contributed to the excitement rap had at the time, and these included songs like Shot of Flow by NLE Choppa, Act Up by the City Girls, Ballin' by DJ Mustard and Roddy Ricch, and Welcome to the Party in Dior by Pop Smoke.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
There was an exciting crop of new stars, including people like Lil Baby, Gunna, DaBaby, Juice WRLD, Meg Thee Stallion, Pop Smoke, Roddy Ricch, Polo G, Lil TJ, NLE Choppa, and more. And hip-hop was in an exciting space. TikTok had just started blowing up, and the success of Old Town Road had proven it could be a powerful marketing tool. Towards the end of the year, the genre had experienced a tragedy when Juice WRLD lost his life at the young age of 21.
No way.
But besides
That feels like
this,
yesterday, bro.
2019 was an overall good year.
Listen, I'm not even someone who like blood. Listen, yeah, you see this green screen, fam, behind me, blood. There's a piece of Velcro on it, and it like basically there's Velcro on the green screen to put it on the chair. Blood, this dingus piece of Velcro always sticks to my dreadlock, blood. Like, can you see that shit? Come off my dreadlock, blood, you little dingus piece of Velcro. Anyway, you see when We Paid came out. Listen, I'm not even someone who likes American music like that, but that's a bad boy tune, fam. Why lie? I got you being one put on the mirror.
2020 started off regular. The Box by Roddy Ricch saw crazy success and dominated the charts early on. In February, tragedy struck when Pop Smoke lost his life in a Cali Airbnb
R.I.P. man.
at the young age of 20. About a week after this,
That nigga was 20. That was like a grown man, fam. I'm 20 in 12 days, bro. I don't look like that. I look like a pitney still. I feel like, yo, I just look like a pitney, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? This geezer looks way older than me, blood.
this Lil Baby dropped My Turn, which did numbers, and to this day is probably his best album ever. Shortly after My Turn, Uzi shocked everybody and surprise dropped his long-awaited album, Eternal Atake, which did well, but left some fans disappointed and was the beginning of people wanting the quote-unquote old Uzi back. Eternal Atake was an early example of a new trend. Old Uzi.
That nigga got some small ass feet, blood. That nigga got the smallest feet I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, you see niggas with small feet like that, yeah. How do you not fall over? Like, I feel like if I stand still, I would fall over if I had feet like that, blood. Like, I be real, fam. My feet are big now, blood. I can't lie, fam. But if I had feet like that, blood, surely, yeah, the littlest piece of strong wind could just make you fall over and tip over. Like, true say if you stand straight, yeah, someone gives you like a little push, you'll just fall on your face, blood. Like, cause those feet ain't saving nothing, fam. Them feet ain't saving nothing, fam. This nigga has to be like a size 3 in females.
Back. Eternal Atake was an early example of a new trend. Labels were starting to implement a new strategy where they had artists drop an album, then 2 weeks later, release a deluxe album with an entire album worth of new songs to maximize the streams. Since 2017, streaming had become the #1 source of label revenue, and as the years passed, they had continued to try to figure out how to maximize the new model. Shortly after Eternal Atake, the whole world was put on standstill when COVID hit, forcing everyone into quarantine. Quarantine was a weird time for everyone, especially rappers who now found themselves stuck at home, unable to do shows. Some people took advantage of the opportunity to do new things with the large audience stuck inside. Tory Lanez.
Me personally, lockdown for me was like probably one of my best years so far in my career. You get it? My journey, should I say. So yeah, man, I can't lie, but I know for a lot of people, quarantine was an hour, man, and you know, I feel for those people, man. But it's crazy. What a time. Like, lockdown, what a time. Like, that will go down in history, man. Like, that will be in like test papers in like 100 years. Like, what happened in 2020? Was it either lockdown or Ebola, or, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it will be in test papers. I feel like what a time to live, man.
Started a regular IG live stream that he called Quarantine Radio, and Swiss Beats and Timbaland started verses a head-to-head competition between hip-hop and R&B artists that started on Facebook and IG Live and later transitioned to real venues. As far as the actual music released, albums from some of the biggest rappers during quarantine included Blame It On Baby by DaBaby, Wanna by Gunna, The GOAT by Polo G, High Off Life by Future, and Sugar by Meg Thee Stallion. Similarly to 2019, 2020 also had a lot of big hits. Lil Baby, riding out the success of My Turn, had two of the biggest records of 2020 with We Paid featuring 42 Dugg and The Bigger Picture. Life Is Good by Future and Drake and Rockstar by DaBaby and Roddy Ricch were also Billboard Top 10 hits. And the most talked about and controversy generating record of the year, WAP by Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, also made a ton of noise. In 2020,
that music video got a lot of man tweaking, you know, blood. Megan Thee Stallion, what face did you just pull?
B also made a ton of noise. In 2020,
Whoa, but I didn't even get to pause it right, blood. Nah, fam. You know what? Let me chill.
By Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi
B. Let me chill.
Also made a ton of noise. In 2020,
oh shit, man. I just want to see her tongue, fam. I don't care if I'm thirsty, fam. Megan Thee Stallion, show me your tongue again. Nah, joking. Nah, cause deep it, man, them are actually that thirsty. I'm not man them. Like, I'm not one of them man that are like overly thirsty. Not even overly thirsty. I'm not thirsty like that anyway. You get it? Like, yo, drink some Buxton, fam. Like, why are you so thirsty for front, fam? You get it? But yo, you know Ruby Rose, fam. Yo, follow her on Twitter, fam. Have you seen what she posted? Imagine there's a guy that paid 62k on her OnlyFans, fam. 62 bags on her OnlyFans, and apparently she isn't even showing nothing on it. Apparently she's just shaking back on it, fam. She's just shaking batty. Imagine, bro, you're spending 62 bags to shake batty, fam. And in the photo, apparently, in the photo, like she isn't even touching him. Not even apparently. I've seen the photo. She isn't even touching him. So you paid 62 bags to not even get a touch, to not even get a feel. That's crazy, fam. 62 bags. I'll be real, yeah. I'll be real. Spending money on OnlyFans is brazy anyway, but 62 bags is something else. But I can't lie, fam. Like, let's be real. I'm not saying that I watch that shit, but come on, man. If you really wanted to find it, you can find it for free. You really can. I'm not saying that I watch it. I'm not saying that I know that for a fact, but you can find it for free. Trust me. Like, trust me, you can find it for free, fam. Like, you know what I'm trying to say, fam.
Meg's name was also hot from a situation that occurred with her and Tory Lanez, as well as two other people, where she was shot in the foot. She said that Tory was responsible, and Tory said he wasn't, and the situation got tons of media coverage and was one of the biggest topics of that entire year. From 2019 to 2020, TikTok's influence had continued to grow, and the platform was now a legitimate new path to having a hot record. New artists were popping on the regular, and the term TikTok rapper was starting to become a thing. More established artists were also taking advantage of the new platform to blow their songs up as well. Unfortunately, the rise of TikTok also came with negative side effects, and as a result of the way content was consumed, rappers began making songs shorter and more repetitive in an effort to potentially get TikTokers to make viral challenges to their song. Drake was one of the first big artists to be called out.
Wait. Before I let him speak here, is it just me who finds this cringy? You know, when a music artist like it's too obvious they're trying to make a trend. Like, they're overly trying to like do a trend like with their song. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, but I see some artists do it and it's just cringy. I'll be so honest. It's the cringiest thing ever. Obviously, I get it though. I get it. And man ain't hating. I understand why they're doing it. The label probably told them to do it, or they're probably just thinking, you know what? Yeah, man could start a little challenge out of this. I get it. But you see, like, after a certain amount of time, after a few months, fam, like, bro, nobody wants to do your dingus challenge, fam. Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's just true, fam. Like, you see, when a rapper, or not even just rappers, just an artist, but mainly rappers though, when they overly try push like a trend on us, fam, It's the cringiest thing ever, fam. Like, just let that shit happen organically, bro. As someone who does TikTok, as someone who did it consistently for 2 years, you get it. I've got 1.7 million followers on the platform, bro. You get it. Like, I'm not even trying to boast. This is not even a boasty thing. I just know what I'm talking about when it comes to like short form content and TikTok and thing. You get it. You know what I'm trying to say, fam? But when it comes to that stuff, man, don't force it, bro. Let that shit happen organically. You get it. And I see some of these artists, man, they've got it all wrong, man. They've got it all wrong. Like, yo, stop. Nobody wants to do you little dingus challenge, fam. You know what I'm trying to say,
when he dropped Tootsie Slide. In late 2020, King Von lost his life in an altercation with Quando Rondo in Atlanta, and Playboi Carti dropped Whole Lotta Red, a long-awaited album that received mixed reviews. One of the more unexpected trends of 2020 was the extreme rate that podcasts began growing in popularity. Up into 2020, there were already a few established podcasts like the JBP and Drink Champs, but a whole new wave of pods joined in the period between 2019 and 2020.
Yeah, man, noticed that podcasts and streamers were blowing up in 2020, man. Like, that was the start of something new. But, yo, I don't know what it's like in America, because I don't really watch these sort of podcasts. But in the UK, bro, ban some of these microphones from some people, fam. I be seeing some people say some crazy shit, and they're always grown men as well. It's always some grown, like, and, yo, you see me, yeah, like, I'm not the type of person to say, like, you know those black people that be saying, like, oh, you're making us look bad. Oh, like, bro, who's us, bro? Like, they're making themselves look bad. It's like, don't, like, you know, I hate when people say stuff like that, you know, like, oh, like, that person's making us look bad, but it's just like a black guy, like, that did a crime. Like, bro, how is he making us look bad? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? He's making himself look bad. But I'm not gonna lie, fam. Why, bro, listen, why is it always like these grown black guys talking the most braziest shit on these podcasts, fam? And I can't lie, like I said, I'm not someone who uses this statement a lot, but that generally does make us look bad. Like, bro, I don't want to get into that. That's a very controversial topic, you get it? And I'll be speaking for ages. Let's just keep watching the video, man.
Including shows like $1 Million Worth of Game, Big Facts, and the Expeditiously podcast. In 2020, the podcast space began taking off as more and more people began listening to podcasts, and more rappers, athletes, and other types of celebrities began starting new ones. 2020 was unorthodox, but definitely not a bad year for rap. But 2021 would be the first major indicator that things were slowing down.
Imagine I was listening to this song yesterday. I don't even listen to it as well, but this song was just in my head.
In early 2021, one name started popping up everywhere. Pooh Shiesty had begun buzzing in late 2020 off his hit record Back in Blood featuring Lil Durk. By 2021, this record was everywhere, and Shiesty was one of rap's biggest up-and-coming stars. Another emerging artist during this time was Coi Leray, who was buzzing off of her hit record, No More Parties, as well as the fact that she was an easy punching bag for internet trolls. Early 2021 also saw a deadly beef spilling over into rap when Young and Ace, Spinabins, Wobble with the Chopper, and Fast Money Goon released a song called Who I Smoke, dissing a ton of their deceased ops on a catchy pop sample, a combination that led to the song going crazy, racking up tens of millions of views and becoming a viral hit. Early 2021 had a decent amount of motion, but as the year progressed, an alarming trend began to emerge. Throughout the year, plenty of albums dropped from the biggest artists in the game, but the music wasn't hitting the same and the fans weren't receptive to it. Polo G dropped Hall of Fame, Migos dropped Culture 3, and Roddy Ricch dropped Live Life Fast, but all of these projects were labeled as mid by the majority of listeners. Lil Baby and Lil Durk's collab album Voice of the Heroes and J. Cole's mixtape The Off Season were received slightly better, but Tyler the Creator probably had the best project of the year with Call Me If You Get Lost, a great body of music that was received well by fans. In July, the baby went to Rolling Loud and did this.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone like that.
Put yourself on land. I don't know why this nigga did this, fam. Like, this body, like, I don't want to say ruined his career, cause I'm pretty sure he's still living good. Like, I think, like, yo, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this guy's monthly listeners is still high. I'm pretty sure his streams are still high or whatever. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm pretty sure this guy's still living comfortable. But, yo, this situation right here, bro, I can't lie. It could have went a lot worse, man. Like, this almost did ruin his career, this situation, man. And we all know that as well. Don't know why he did that with his shiny back, fam.
Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone like that. Let's be real.
He got the usual cancel culture treatment, including a bunch of blog posts and angry tweets. But things went a step further than usual, and festivals began removing him from their lineups, affecting his money. From summer to fall of 2021, one of the biggest storylines in hip-hop for the entire year began to develop. Both Drake and Kanye announced they were dropping albums and then began escalating their beef. Kanye built the hype around Donda, doing listening events in several cities throughout the summer before dropping the album August 29th. Drake followed, dropping Certified Lover Boy a week later. Despite the hype around these projects, most people ended up coming to the conclusion that both albums were underwhelming, just like most of the other music coming out in 2021. The trend of TikTok popularized songs continued, and things were so easy that even Soulja Boy, who hadn't been relevant for anything related to his music in over a decade, popped out with not just one, but 2 viral TikTok hits. The easy virality on TikTok was allowing tons of new artists to blow up on a regular basis, but because there were so many, this meant that nothing was really sticking. There was just a rotating window giving countless artists 5 seconds of fame, then moving on to the next. So, a unique situation was developing where, despite it being easier than ever for songs to blow up, there were fewer and fewer new artists with the same excitement DaBaby, NLE Choppa, Pop Smoke, and others had just a few years prior. Given the fact that no new artists were blowing up on a major scale, and none of the existing artists were delivering the way they did in the past, the charts reflected that mainstream hip-hop was in a lull.
Wait. Oh, so Drake's red and other art. Imagine being that clear, yeah. There's a chart like this. Like, Drake is clear, fam. Let's take a look at this chart. Fam, give me a good camera angle, fam. Okay. Drake's the red. The blue is other artists. In 2020, yeah, Drake here. Okay, so this is the Billboard top 10 singles. Okay, cool. Drake had 5. Other artists had 26. All right, cool. Fam, look at that, fam. Drake single-handedly, yeah, was level with every other artist, bro. Him alone in 2021. That is crazy. Yeah, Drake's too clear, though. Imagine having a chart like that, fam.
Billboard top 10 hits, experiencing a significant decline from the previous year. Mainstream hip-hop was clearly declining, but there was one artist able to cut through the TikTok noise and blow up on a huge scale. In late summer, an artist called Yeat started buzzing off a song called Sorry About That went crazy on TikTok.
Sorry about that.
Then he followed this up with an even bigger one called Get Busy. With these viral hits, he was arguably the biggest new artist of 2021, even receiving a
Cap. This video was very biased to American. I'll be real, yeah, arguably, if not definitely, Central C was like bigger than Yeat in this year. You get it? Obviously, I'm not disrespecting Yeat's thing. Yeat's cold, and Yeat was one of the biggest and fastest growing artists in that time. But come on, man, you gotta bring up Central C, man. He was literally one of the main guys blowing up that year. And yeah, he was probably making a lot more noise in the UK, but he's still a rapper. Let's not forget that. You know, I'm trying to say, fam, like, yo, yeah, let's not forget Cinch, man. I'm not even trying to glaze Cinch. I'm just saying, like, yo, give my man his flowers, bro. You can't say Yeat was the biggest, fastest growing in that year, bro, when there was a whole Central C. You know what I'm trying to say? Getting 100 million views, bro, off like a drill song, bro. Okay, not a drill song, but man got like 100 million views off loading. Like, come on, man. You gotta give my man flowers, though.
Signed from Drake. Yeat,
if he doesn't mention Central C within this whole video, though, man knows this video is American biased.
Was part of a new wave in a subgenre referred to as rage. And other artists like King Carson, Can, and Destroy Lonely were all new artists in this lane, blowing up this same year, seeing more traction than a typical artist on TikTok. Also, up in New York, Bronx drill was blowing up, with artists like K-Flock, B-Love, and D-Thing doing numbers leading the underground scene. So overall, 2021 was a bad year for the mainstream, but it was good for a few underground niches. 2021 was also good for another form of entertainment that was just starting to touch the hip-hop world. Streaming had been a thing for years, but it was something mainly for gamers. However, in 2021, people like Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis, Aiden Ross, Your Age, and Bruce Drop 'Em Off popularized streaming with a different demographic that aligned more with the audience of hip-hop consumers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, like, yo, we really need to give Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, and everyone else you just mentioned, but mainly Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross. I was gonna say Speed, but like, I don't think Speed had like an impact in like, I think he had an impact in YouTube streaming, and he had an impact in streaming as a whole, but like the Pacific like niche I'm talking about streaming, yeah, is like, this is gonna sound kind of cringe how I'm gonna describe it, but making streaming seem cool. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat made streaming seem cool, like, for niggas like us, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man them from the ends, man them that live in the hood in America and thing, like, just regular guys, bro. Like, before, like, in my opinion, before Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat, like, before them, man, bro, like, I used to just look at streaming as just something that, like, it's good. I'm not a judgmental guy, but I'm gonna sound very judgmental. I used to just look at streaming as something that like nerds watch. I'll be so real, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, yo, like, if somebody watched Twitch before these, man, I'll just think, yo, like, you must have like, I don't know, you must have been a nerd, bro. I'm sorry, fam. Like, you must have wore soda hats here with 2 cans on each side and drank it, bro. You get it? Like, that's literally what I picture in man's head, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm sorry if that sounds judgmental, but it's just the truth, bro. Like, before Kai Cenat and Aiden, who the hell was actually streaming in the ends? Nobody, fam. Unless if, like, you really liked a game. But even still, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, listen, I liked FIFA and shit, and GTA. And I still wasn't watching streamers back then. I was watching YouTube videos, you get it? But, yeah, man, I feel like Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat, them niggas, like, they really made it, like cool. You know what I'm trying to say? That sounds kind of cringe, but they made it cool still, like, they made streaming cool, and like, yeah, man, they're the reason why I even have those apps downloaded on my phone, bro. Shout out to Kai Cenat and Aiden, pioneers, especially Aiden. But yeah, man, them are the pioneers, bro.
With the decline of hip-hop, a lot of kids and teenagers who in previous years would have been hardcore rap fans were now turning to streamers as their primary source of entertainment and looking up to streamers the way kids in the past looked up to rappers. Aiden Ross's streams ended up getting so big that through 2021, he had a lot of the biggest rappers out lining up to come on and promote their music on his platform. Going into 2022, hip-hop's mainstream drought would continue.
No, not pushing P, pushing positivity. I can't believe my man's lawyer said that.
Gunna would start the year off strong, dropping DS Forever, a solid project with the breakout hit, Pushin' P. It was a good project, but an example of how streaming had been continuing to affect the length of albums. DS Forever was 20 songs long by itself with no deluxe included. The new length of albums meant that mediocre songs that wouldn't have made the cut in previous years were slipping through the cracks for the sheer purpose of increasing streaming time. Lil Durk's 7220 album was a perfect example of this, containing 31 songs in total, 17 in the original, and 14 additional ones on the deluxe version. In April, Pooh Shiesty was sentenced to 5 years, a deal that wasn't bad considering the possible time he could have received, but still meant hip-hop would be losing one of his newest stars early into his career. Then in May, the whole hip-hop world was caught by surprise when Young Thug, Gunna, and 26 other members of YSL
Isn't it so crazy? No disrespect, but like somebody said Young Thug ate Gunna. Car, bro. Gunna lost hella weight, but Young Thug, I can't lie, fam.
Indicted in a RICO case that stretched back almost a decade. This same month, Kendrick returned from a 5-year hiatus, dropping Mr. Morale, an album which was successful but not at the level of his previous albums. Future also dropped I Never Liked You, an album which saw a large amount of success, with the hit single Wait For You going #1 on Billboard. 2022 also saw the rise of a few new faces. In July, a Memphis artist called Glorilla blew up off a song called F&F. Then, in late summer, a song called Munch by an artist named Ice Spice started blowing up on TikTok. It was initially taken as...
I don't even know what it is about her, you know, but she's a baddie, fam. I can't lie. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie, her baddie. Oh, you know what I say? Nah, I can't lie though, fam. Why? I don't know what it is about her, fam. Don't know what it is, fam. Don't even know exactly what it is. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, she's set good and that her body set good, but fam, like, obviously, there's more. It's more than just a body, fam. Like, it's her, bro. Like, she's just like, I'm simping, fam. No, I'm simping. Cause you know what's mad? I don't even listen to her music, but I follow her on Instagram. And you see me, yeah, I don't just follow anyone on Instagram. So, you know, I'm trying to say, fam, like, yo, like, she's just set good, fam. Like, yeah, can't lie, fam.
As a joke, but it grew on people, and Ice Spice continued dropping and growing her popularity. In late 2022, Kanye went on his most career-damaging rampage ever, which all started with the picture he took with Candace Owens wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt.
Like, I'm not going to speak about this situation because realistically, I don't really care like that. But anyway, I'm going to say something hella controversial. This could potentially make some of you like hate me, but hear me out. I don't listen to Kanye West. I never really have. Same goes to Drake. I know their music, don't get it twisted. I know their music and I respect them as artists, but they're not in my playlist. Like, you know when like at the end of the year you get like a Spotify Wrapped? These niggas have never been in my Spotify Wrapped, but like I feel like they're in everyone else's. They're in everybody else's but mine. Like, you see with me, yeah, this year my Spotify Wrapped was just dancehall and UK rap. Don't get it twisted, like, yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. Like, you know the artists that I feel like everyone listens to. I just don't listen to them, and it's not because I'm trying to be different. It's because I don't know. Like, they don't grab me. Like, I don't relate with these niggas like that. Like, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. Man can respect their music and thing, but like, I don't know, man. Like Kanye and Drake and all these like mainstream like top guys, bro. Never listen to them like that. Like as a fan, I just appreciate their music and man, I understand why people like them in it, but me personally, can anyone relate with that, man? I don't want to feel like I'm alone.
After this, he made an appearance on Drink Champs, where he said that George Floyd OD'd on fentanyl and announced that he had problems with a group of people he referred to as the Jewish higher-ups. He received strong backlash, but being Kanye, he doubled down on his stance and basically went on a press run defending his comments and continuing to make more and more controversial statements that the media was having a field day reporting on. Eventually, things would end up getting to the point where he was dropped from his Adidas deal. Meanwhile, in late 2022 on the music scene, Lil Baby dropped It's Only Me, his first solo album since My Turn. And the album had an underwhelming response and was yet another example of an album optimized for streaming instead of quality. In December, Drake and 21 Savage teamed up to drop a collab tape titled Her Loss.
21, can you do something for me? Alright, yo, wildlife. I take back what I just said. That song's hard, and that is the one Drake song that's in my playlist, fam. That song's too cold, fam. 21 Savage has been cold, though. You get it. I can't lie, fam.
Which ended up being a very successful release. Also in December, Gunna accepted a plea deal and came home, and video came out about what he had admitted to get this deal.
YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein high and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am. Some people argued it was.
Bro, I didn't even see this clip, bro. Oh, so he really did. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, if some of you lot, bro, including myself, was in that position, let's be real, bro. What you doing, bro? Let's be real. Like, you know, I'm trying to say, fam.
In a gray area that wasn't technically snitching, but the majority of hip hop labeled him a rat, and most of his former rapper friends unfollowed him and distanced themselves. The most notable being Lil Baby. The Gunna situation was one of the biggest things to happen in hip-hop.
Gunna's cold, why lie?
And this
Gunna's
was
cold,
more evidence of the genre's decline in popularity. Meanwhile, the growing appetite for podcasts and streaming continued, with the biggest podcasts and streamers growing at a crazy rate. In 2022, Kai Cenat took the place of Aiden Ross when it came to having the biggest rappers on his stream, bringing people like Blueface and Krishan Rock, Ice Spice, Lil Baby, and 21
You know what
Savage.
it is? I think Aiden, yeah, got to a point where he got so rich he just stopped caring, which I hear it, bro. You get it? And Kai Cenat pretty much, bro, Aiden walks so Kai Cenat can run. How about that? That's literally what it is. That's the best way to describe it, fam. But people need to give Aiden his flowers, though, man. I feel like people don't give Aiden his flowers, bro. Like, he really did, like, he's a real pioneer of this whole shit. You get it? I can't lie. He started a whole new meta. I mean, why do you think I'm on this? You know what I'm trying to say? That why do you think I'm not making my little TikToks and thing? And you know what I'm trying to say? Why do you think I'm doing this shit, bro? God, this is a new meta, bro. Like, this is what is gonna influence people the most, and this is where I can inspire people the most and really grab a. I don't want to dive deep into my goals in it, but just know what these men do is very inspiring. I'm not gonna lie to you.
In 2023, mainstream rap slump became
Hit that subscribe button.
extremely obvious. Very few artists even dropped music.
Follow the Twitch.
The first notable albums didn't come until summer. In June, Uzi returned from a 3-year hiatus and dropped the Pink Tape, another album with way too many songs that came and went like the majority of other albums from the previous 2 years. This same month, Gunna released The Gift and the Curse, his first album since he told and came home.
Successful
In
album.
order to keep the fans on his side, he had to drop a banger, and this was exactly what he did, delivering a quality album with no features. In July, Travis Scott dropped his long-awaited album Utopia, which was extremely successful, doing 500,000 units the first week. Besides A Gift and a Curse and Utopia, most of 2023's mainstream albums were mediocre, and projects like Almost Healed by Lil Durk, Hard to Love by Moneybagg Yo, and Set It Off by Offset came and went. 2023 also didn't see any new artists going nearly as viral as Ice Spice, Glorilla, Yeet, or Pooh Shiesty did in 2020.
Still no mention of Central C. Whoa. It's so crazy how, like, yo, no matter what, no matter how much noise you make here, if you're from the UK, it's like niggas don't give a shit. That is crazy, bro. Cause Central C made arguably more noise than all these man that he just mentioned, apart from Ice Spice. You know what I'm trying to say? But arguably, like, my man's on Ice Spice level, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, yo, that's crazy. This whole video he hasn't mentioned Cinch. I can't lie.
2022 and 2021. The most viral new artist of 2023 was Sexy Red, who began trending towards the later half of the year.
Okay, cool.
By this point, it was undeniable that things were definitely in a slump for the genre, and YouTube channels began popping out left and right, talking about how hip-hop was dying and speculating the true reason behind it. The answer can be seen by looking at the last 4 years. There's no one specific reason, and a variety of factors have contributed to the decline. Up-and-coming stars got locked up or passed. Many artists began making music focusing on streaming numbers or TikTok success instead of quality music. There wasn't much innovation to the mainstream sound, and as a result, things began to feel like the majority of producers were making the same beat over and over, and rappers were making the same song again and again. The trendy 15-second clip virality of TikTok made it harder for artists to build an actual fan base, and as a result, more artists experienced the trend of having 5 seconds of their song blow up for a couple of weeks and then being irrelevant.
Yeah, what happened to the Corvette guy?
And as a result of all the music being cycled through
And
on
that
a
guy,
regular basis,
Solfago, what happened to him?
artists not making music optimized for social media struggle to cut through all the noise.
And what
All
happened
of
to
this
YB and the mirror
turned
as
to
well?
Fans losing interest in rap music. And while hip-hop music has been declining, podcasts and live streaming have been skyrocketing, taking up the attention formerly reserved for music. Streamers are getting NBA-sized contracts and building fan bases that match the loyalty of artists like XXXTentacion and NBA YoungBoy.
That's crazy.
The youth
man.
has always fueled hip-hop, but these days they're more interested in watching Twitch and Kick. This is definitely not the end of hip-hop, but it may be the end of its chokehold on the mainstream. And we may never see hip-hop regain the chokehold it's had on pop culture over the past decade or so. The genre's had a great run, but nothing lasts forever.
Decent video, man. I can't lie. Decent video, guys. If there's any more videos like this year that you want man to react to, let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, man, I want to react to more videos like this. Like, I don't just want to react to like every day, like UK. Like, I want to react to some like US like drill or US like bass, like, I don't know, man. I just want to react to like US rap, man. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, everyday UK. Like, man knows everything about pretty much UK music. Well, not everything, but I already know a lot about UK rap, but I like know nothing about American rap. So if there's anything you guys want me to react to, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments below if you want to see more 40-minute reactions. Guys, I think this is my second 40-minute reaction this week. Like, come on, man, guys. Reaction, must you get it? Every single day reactions. Hit that subscribe and hit that like button. We're trying to get 10k before the end of the year, and we're already on 9.6. So yeah, man, people, smash that like button. No, smash that subscribe button. All right then.